big slogan of ours is, what does it look like to make history for our club?
The belief is there. Go ahead and try and get these points and hopefully make the playoff run.
After their trip at California for Coachella, the Dash now is back in Texas. Texas Rivalry? New kid? Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of information this past week. So let's get into it. So welcome back once again to another edition with the Bayou City Soccer Podcast with the Origin Blueprints. I am Manny Olivares as your host, and I got my co-host sipping some good coffee. Diego, what you got?
A cup of coffee, one of the Keurigs, one of the cappuccino Keurigs. Life is good because, Dash just came from sunny California. It's a winter here in New York City, and we've got some heat. Beauty of having roommates. The beauty of New York City is having roommates. But I was talking about sunny California. I am in cold New York City, so I am bound to need some heat. We're talking a little New Jersey tomorrow. Life's good. Life's so good, man. Life's so good.
Yeah, man. So it's really interesting. It's really how fast. I think I was just looking at this like when we first started almost a month ago when we started about restart the Orange Blueprints again for new season, and just how quick the preseason is going. And now we just finished the Coachella series, and now we're going into the Texas Showdown rivalry that coming up this weekend. But before we get started, before we get into that and other news, let's break down what happened at Coachella. First, the Dash faced Bay FC. They lost 2-1. Portland Thorns faced Angel City FC. Also lost 2-1. So basically, they had no win results for both teams. But it's preseason. Most of the time is for training. Now the Dash came to Portland on Saturday to face their final matchup. Was a 1-1 draw against Portland. The Dash won. If you saw it was on, if you Houston, was on the channel My 20. It was really good. I think the only thing that people complained about was the commentator butchering everyone's name. So that was very horrible to hear. But other than that, you saw that. Really interesting is how I know, Diego, I know you said you couldn't watch it all. You were busy with your mates, but
I was busy with my one friend. Yeah. The Dash looked great. From watching it on my phone, bits and pieces, I think you're really starting to see the kind of momentum and the way that that Fabrice really wants to play kind of get solidified. You saw that last season, a lot of high energy, high pressing, a lot of movement, kind of leaning into total football, but not really because, Fabrice does like having like designated positions. But it's all having that point of, quick energy, press. Like those kinds of key words are things that really describe the performances. And, we're seeing a strategy with roster building of you want that energy, so you get youth. And I think it's kind of paying off. I don't know about you, but I think seeing the youth is really giving the Dash a unique perspective on these games. And I think in Portland, against Portland specifically, when I was tuning in, I think whether the play was correct, whether it was the right decision, I still see, players tracking back. I still see, players pushing forward. I think taking these things into consideration are really important with the team that we've seen under Fabrice Catrat. And I think this is all really promising. But again, it's you said it. It's just preseason. The regular season is going to be a beast. You've got San Diego and you've got Boston coming up first 2 games of the season, and before that, preseason is not even over. We've got the I-45 Showdown. So I mean, there's
I-45.
plenty. There's plenty more to play for, and I think the Houston Dash have exhibited a lot of promise. But I think Dash fans are probably looking for that final product because at the end of the day, preseason doesn't really matter, but preseason is good when it comes to terms of when your team is the one that's dominating. It feels good. It feels good to see your team early get wins, get results, and I think Dash fans might be a little unsatisfied with the results. I don't know. What do you think, Manny?
I think, it's preseason is preseason. It's no matter if you go unbeaten all preseason, no matter if you lose all the preseason games. At the end of the day, the main objective is to get a system down, work out the
Yeah.
kinks, learn what you failed at, learn what you uh basically what you need to be improved on, what needs to be area of need, and most importantly, teams like the Dash when they added a lot of new players, especially rookies, how the new players adjusted to the system. Is there any tweaking? Is there any more improvement on them as well? So, but I think
Mhm.
this preseason game, the players, the two players, I think the two rookies that really caught my attention, of course, was Leah Klenke and Linda Olmark.
Oh,
I think
Clanky was phenomenal. I think that is a player that really, I don't know about you, but snuck into under our radar really when it comes to talking about these talking about radar. I'm not going to be able to talk about the word radar without you laughing for the rest of the season. Oh my
yeah.
goodness. No, but I think really flew under the radar for a lot of these reports about these rookies, and I think not just her performance against Portland, but I think her performance against you know Bay, and I think she's been terrific. She's been terrific. Olmark, I will be honest, I wasn't as impressed as maybe you were, so maybe inform me of like your perspective. But Clancy was phenomenal. That's
I
how
think
that's how that's how a St. Agnes Tiger needs to play. Cheers.
I think I think Clinky, I kind of knew that she had the ability because I think just the way she would come from the college system and the high school and up to this professional, she played as a six and then converted into the defender, to the fullback, and to the center back. So she
Yeah.
has the mental IQ. I think it was just waiting to see can I translate to the pro, the pro leagues, and it looks like in flashes it does. Of course, preseason what you do are facing NWSL players. So and she
Yeah.
was effective on that. So it just
Mhm.
reminded me, I would say how Avery was. That's my comparison. That's how Avery was. You know, maybe not good, but I think the good thing with Avery was in her rookie season, she had the speed, she had the greediness, and so but Clank is a little bit different. She has more technical, she has more IQ, and I think that's helping her to go into the game because she reads plays, she understands when to intercept, she understands where to be at the position to defend. So I think she's not as fast as Avery, but I feel glimpses of
Mhm.
it. It's so far, but it's just one game. It's a game we saw, but it's
Yeah.
just the way it looks like. It's very hard to translate. But the only backside is that uh, you know,
Yeah.
uh, Avery and Lisa Boateng is going to be the starting fullbacks. It's going to be between her and Kristen Westfall to get the additional minutes.
Yeah.
But I know for sure Clanky's. We're going to talk about that. We'll get more opportunities this next preseason game. But also Linda Olmark, I know, like we mentioned
Yeah.
before. For me,
Talk to me a little bit about her.
the game when she went entering the second half, she looked hungry.
Okay.
I think that's my word for it. I know she had a really great start in college. I know she was really good in the college system, just the way how she was, in it. But she played perfectly well inside the midfielder as a 10.
Mhm.
But at moments when the ball was attacking, she could be the second striker coming
Yeah.
late into the box. So she reads the attack well. She knows how to get in the position. She knows when to strike and when to, and
Mhm.
like in sadly, the goal that was credited for as her own goal, she was the one that got the header and just
Yeah.
got deflected across bar and got hit back by the Portland defender. So
Yeah.
if it wasn't for that, Linda would have got a goal, and I think undeservedly so.
Clanky was the one that crossed it in too,
Yeah,
right?
thank you, cross it in. So like I told is what I told you. Like it's just these two.
Yeah.
Of course, we got Kate Fassé. We got even though she's not a rookie, Mackenzie Arabi. Who is a veteran over there as well. You could see how is she doing over there. So it's very very interesting how these players are doing. But I think we still had to give. It's just the first game we saw. So we will see more of them and see. The only one I do feel like uh, Caroline the Liz, I think she was very nervous between the sticks. The one that was replaced for Jane Campbell. I think because as soon as after Dash scored, immediately literally off the kickoff, she was caught off her line and basically it got scored on immediately after the goal. So I get its nervousness. I get its maybe just trying to get her feet celebrating, but I think it's still pretty sad to see. For a good team effort goal, get get it get it scratched off the board with that equalizer. But it is preseason at the end of the day, so it's not in a competitive match, but it's stuff like those you kind of hit your, kind of like just want to take that back and just want to replay it and do something else. But it is what it is. It's good things to have that iron out right now before real competition comes in. But that's the first two preseason game. Not bad, not bad. But sadly for us, it's our first game watching the team, so we just gained what we saw from this first game and nothing much more than that. But it's really interesting how it goes.
Yeah,
Coming on.
no, I think one last point before we wrap off Coachella. I think as a goal, I was able to watch the Portland goal because it was kind of like right at that period. As a goalkeeper, who I will say this, I've never played in a level as high as the NWSL. I'm gonna preface that this is not a Tim Howard expert analysis here. But this is just Diego Martinez here. But I have been lucky to play goalkeeper for the past 8 years, and I think over the past 3 I've played at a considerably high enough level to where like I understand that there is pressure in this game, and between the sticks it's there's a reason why we give so many flowers to players like Jane Campbell and Alyssa Nair for Chicago. I think these kinds of players, it's not just the physical skill to get to the ball, but it's also the mental confidence that you're like even before jumping you're going to save it. And I think all those small details that happen without a game, I mean, that's especially what drove me into this kind of stuff and not playing. So I will tell you that for sure. So I think it is a case of it's the first game. It's the first game of first game anxieties, first game of us as Dash fans, Dash media, of people watching this team. So there are definitely going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot more pressure in that, but I think it's all fully a confidence thing. I want to reach out and say, I really hope that this is not a trend for the rest of preseason. I want to give her continued chances. I think you look back at Abby Smith last year. I think she had some questionable moments where she got caught off her line. She had to kind of scramble, especially I remember against a strong San Diego team. She particularly struggled, but I think overall she had some brilliant moments that were at the level of a Jane Campbell, and I think we're witnessing a similar type of player, somebody that picked their head up almost immediately. And I think, taking a look at that mistake without looking at the confidence afterwards, I think is a missed opportunity when it comes to the analysis of the game. And you mentioned it perfectly with Kat, with Linda, and with Leah Clinky. It's hunger. It's all hunger. And as a goalkeeper, you need to have that hunger to, you're gonna be the backup goalkeeper. You're gonna maybe even be the third choice goalie. So you're gonna have 10 minutes, 20 minutes throughout the whole season. How are you gonna make those count? And I think maybe she didn't make it count this time, but I think we shouldn't shut the book right now per se.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so too. But it just, you know, sadly, the few chances you have and the errors you have in those minutes kind of put a big dot in the
Yeah,
white piece of paper. Sadly, but it is what it is. That doesn't mean that you're never going to play again. It just you just be called up a few more less opportunities than you would have. But it's professional career. You go through it, you experience it, and you learn from
mm-hmm.
your mistakes, and that's hopefully that
100%.
helps you continue to grow instead of the other way down. So
100%. And
so
as I see this, Manny has acquired a New Jersey, so his wallet is even further emptied. Why?
why why? Because it's an addiction. What was it?
It's
What
an
was it?
addiction. It's
What
my
was it?
strange addiction.
No,
We need to
what's
take
it?
this man from the
What?
Bayou City Soccer Orange and Blueprints podcast and ship him to TLC's My Strange Addiction. I swear.
No, I thought you were gonna ship me to what's it called, classic football kit shirts.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, at this point, I think I have to open up a store and rival against them. At this
Classic
point,
football shirts. I have a message though. Classic football shirts and also Saturday's football. Both of them have shops here in New York City. Where's the NWSL kits?
they're online.
No. I want to
No,
see
they're
them in
online.
person. I
They're
want to
online.
see them in person.
I see some good kits, anyway. So I don't think they have Dash, but they have Portland. They have a lot of
Never. I've
yeah.
seen Liga MX second division in the store in New York at Saturday's football.
But
NWSL?
the second division, the Eagle Makers has been longer than NWSL, to be honest. Well, just saying.
I'm not here. I'm not hearing it. I refuse.
I'm just
Saturday's
saying.
football, classic football shirts. Next time I go to your stores, NWSL kits better be waiting for me. Because
Yeah,
my wallet will be open. My wallet will be open.
but wallet will be open, but credit cards will be denied.
Okay. All right.
He's like,
Way to call out the student budget here.
it's like, well, it's gonna be denied. But speaking of merch and everything, the Dash all week has been teasing their new jersey. I know last week we said that.
Mhm.
Let me go strong opinions right here. Jeff Strong said, "Do we have any leaks or descriptions?" If you pay attention on the color wave
Yeah.
and the leaks or the teasers, not leaks, the teasers that the NWSL has been showing off from other teams, not just the Dash, other teams, it looks like that everyone's getting a third kit. So it looks like everyone's keeping their home and their away kits that they currently have, just adding a third kit. But that's just the way the teasers are going. That's the way how I'm reading it. So we were right that saying that we have a home and away
Look at us.
India.
Look at us.
But
Look at us,
now
Manny.
it's just now it makes more sense. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. Now when we have the pieces together, we can put the jigsaw in. Now it's like okay.
Yeah.
So in the
But
teaser,
how does that mean
but
expansion teams like Boston are releasing 2 tomorrow?
it could. I don't know. I have no idea. But that because according to the teasers, according to North Carolina Courage, they tease that we got our 3 kits ready, and it's like they're home, they're away, and then it's the legend Natalie Jacobs in a blacked out jersey with a question mark. What color is it?
For those who don't know me, I, along with the Houston Dash, do great coverage work of Gotham FC and as well as Boston Legacy. My information is that they are not going to get a third jersey. Could be wrong. Again, these clubs don't tell us as much as they sometimes do. Again, not a bad thing. I'm not complaining or anything. I just think, we're in for the surprise almost as much as y'all are. No leaks to answer your question. I believe the NWSL has been pretty good with keeping them, right?
Yeah, yeah. Usually, like like websites like Footy Headlines, the ones that always reveal the leaks jerseys for NWSL. It's pretty much non-existent. They only release it literally maybe like 30 minutes before the NWSL releases it. I remember last year when they did Purple Kid, the Dash. They posted on their website literally an hour before the NWSL released.
Yeah.
Their official one. So it was pretty tight. If Footy Headlines takes an hour before the official release, that means it's pretty tight. It's pretty locked up. So
no, yeah. So, MLS does a terrible job with that. I will tell you that.
MLS. It was on Adidas website before. It was on EA before, like literally a whole month before the actual leaks came. So it's but the one
it got
with EA,
leaked a month before the leaks.
I know the one with EA. I believe that one because EA is terrible on their game. They don't have nothing going, so they can leak anything they want because they don't care at this point. So because they can pay all the lawsuits with the people that buy packs and everything. So they're good.
All right. We're gonna get kidnapped if you keep talking, Manny. So let's go back to the NWSL jerseys. I'm gonna ask you just a quick question. Dash, obviously on our list of what we're most excited for. What are 3 other jerseys from teams around the league that you're most excited for?
San Diego.
Okay, San Diego.
Because just the kits that came off, have been fire. So I'm not gonna lie. San Diego always is fire.
San Diego.
Oh, Portland. I feel like because Portland has good, rich history, and sometimes their kits are actually they're basic, but yet the basic works. The basic
2022
works.
away was the most beautiful NWSL kit I've seen since the Dash last year.
Yeah. So Portland really does have good, and San Diego as well. And I'm in the line between Angel City FC because their last kits, the one with the city kit that had the landmarks on the white jersey and their black and gold, the black and pink jersey has been very, very eye popping. I'm between them or Gotham because Gotham. Yeah,
Gotham.
I'm in between those two. I'm in between those two because I feel like they take their marketing. Even though I know I didn't say KC, usually people love KC kits. I just don't see it. I just don't see KC. It's too much neon, too much in my face, neon and red. So I'm like, it's too much of that. So I don't get for me. So that's for me that people will criticize me, but that's not my cup of tea. I know people will be mad because I didn't mention Seattle. I think so. That one or maybe Chicago. I know Jeff Strong says, look, not really, not the Chicago Stars. No, but man, Chicago.
Man saw the snow on my Instagram a couple days ago, and he just went, "Oh, that reminds me of home. Oh my goodness!" And now he's like, "Chicago,
nah." Yeah, like Chicago. We go there, we live there. It's like everything is relevant. The Bears, the Cubs, even the Blackhawks, but like zero mentions of the Fire or the Red Stars back in the day. So like that was like
forgetting the name. You were even forgetting the name of the team.
I know. I was like, wait, the Fire, the Chicago Fire. Like, see, like that's how unrelevant it's. Most like how people were complaining about the Houston Dynamo here, but it was the relevancy of it. So, but it's just that I think that's you, Diego. Those are my 3 picks.
Good 3. I'm gonna start off with Gotham. I'm a New York resident now, So I gotta be excited for my two cities, and obviously Dash is gonna be number one. But they don't count in this question. I'm gonna agree with you with Angel City. I think their integration with their community is really good, and I think
Exactly.
every jersey that they've put out has at worst been okay. They haven't had an objectively terrible jersey.
Yeah.
Give me Boston. Give me Boston as a third one. I am still in the unpopular opinion that I don't like their new one, the one that they came out with last
Even
week.
even
Still
even though Boston and Denver basically has the same kit except just shades differently.
Yeah, I like the Denver one. I think that one's actually
I
quite nice.
like Denver's much better on the eyes compared to the
Oh,
Boston.
yeah. I went on a whole rant last time on
I know.
on
I like I mentioned. I just thought about it. I forgot. Yeah, that they came out
yeah.
with a new one.
But I'm excited for their black kits. I think it's gonna be black because it's an away kit.
Oh, white.
The
Oh no, never
the
that white.
the club is hyping it up a lot, so I'm excited. Unfortunately, I will not be there. But that's okay. But yeah, those are my three: Boston,
Yeah,
Gotham, and Angel City.
but it's gonna be interesting. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow, there's still some information for the kits that we do have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it will be tomorrow. The launch for all these kits. Most likely it will be released early in the morning tomorrow. The reason we
Probably at
know that
11.
because Shell Energy will Stadium Team Shop will have them and available to purchase at 11 a.m. That's what they
Oh,
release on their statement. So most likely we'll receive them. But even though we can make it to Shell Energy Stadium during their operation hours, you do have the event that was for all is not only including season ticket members, but for all Dash fans, for Magpies and Peacocks at 6:30 to see these kids in live as well.
mhm.
So, and they actually have a name for it. The name is called the Houston Chronicles kit. Even though I said before Houston Chronicle, but it was actually Houston Chronicles, like the newspaper, Houston Chronicle.
I know, I
So
know,
I know
I know,
I was
I know,
like,
man.
why? I was like, why did they name the kid after the newspaper? And Dust is like Chronicles. I was like, okay, one S is making it a huge difference. Okay, but 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 yeah, and weirdly enough, as we're doing this podcast, I'm wearing this shirt, and I'm like, this looks like the same colors as the kit or the teaser that they say they were doing.
Looks nice.
Yeah, and this is actually not from Dash. It's actually from Sam and Davey when they actually last year when they had
Oh, from that collab. Yes, yes,
yeah
yes, yes. Okay. I
yeah
love that.
and so I was just looking at it right now. Like, it looks like the teaser. I'm not gonna lie, the H. Yeah. So I just noticing that. But but that's pretty much it for tomorrow. And also just a quick people, if you still haven't, that Dash is actually doing a promotion on this jersey actually as well. So tomorrow, if starting from tomorrow, fans who purchase 2 season tickets for this season will receive a complimentary Houston Chronicles kit. So, and for existing season ticket members, can also receive the kit if they refer someone to the referral program for a season ticket. So, so
Now you guys have no excuse to not get this jersey. You have no excuse. And I'm gonna add one more, Eddie. I'm gonna add one more.
what?
For all my college students and young fam here that are Dash fans, NWSL fans, soccer fans, the Dash have you covered. There are 4 ticket packs and there are college student programs.
Yeah, pretty much.
So go support your Dash. Go support the New Jersey tomorrow. It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be a Dash fan. I
Mhm.
think an exciting time to be an NWSL fan, and I think um, Nike's been killing it with the jerseys. I think,
Yeah,
and
it's with the new CBA that came out 2 years ago. I feel like it's been just
it's been
nothing but
great.
I think that's what the players needed, but also stylistic wise, that's what everyone
Yeah.
else needs it off the pitch as well. So it's pretty good, pretty great. So really good to see that. Uh, so hopefully we'll see how it goes. Before we
Mhm.
go on the preview for this weekend's game, we have just one other announcement that they released today that Houston Dash defender Avery Patterson will join the U.S. women's national team for the SheBelieves Cup. Avery replaces the Washington Spirit defender Kate Wiesner, who suffered a calf injury during her preseason game. So sad, but not sad for her injury. I'm joking. But
Whoa, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of
nah,
crazy.
just
I'm gonna be
joking.
honest.
Just great. Nah. I think you don't want players, especially going into a crucial year for the women's national team, because I think this after the She Believes Cup, it really drives into the World Cup qualifications
Yeah.
for the World Cup. So basically, this is the last camp before going to World Cup qualification. So, in Avery, even though I don't wish for Katie Wiesner to be out for this, but it's just I know Avery was out the previous camp, the January camp because of illness, but put her back in uh, during this cup season. It was a good boost for her and maybe more and exceeding more chances now being with mostly all the first team members. So now it's a good chance for her to incorporate and solidify. I think she's always starting for the U.S. women's national team. So, but even just solidify her position, her ballot for the World Cup. I
Mhm.
know Diego's excited for that because
I'm excited
my
because
sources say that Diego's going to win the games.
I will be going to the U.S. versus Colombia game in Harrison, New Jersey, in Sports Illustrated Stadium. I'm really excited. I got my ticket the moment Avery was called up, and I think it's going to be a very big treat to be able to see her, perform on the national team circuit. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time any of us are gonna see her play for the national team for Bayou City Soccer. I don't think she's played in
Mm,
Houston for the national team.
no, not then. No, it was just Jane at the time. Jane
Okay,
and Jasmine.
so this is the first time any of us are gonna I get to watch our star player rep the Stars and Stripes, and I'm really glad and grateful it's gonna be me, Manny. You should get your flight, but yeah, it's exciting time. Again, exciting time to be a Dash fan. Exciting time for the Dash. This is a great. You put it pretty perfectly. It's a great opportunity for Avery to really show what she's got, and I think Emma Hayes has already gone on record showing how much she loves her. So I think this is a slam dunk.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it, and it looks like she was called up for the January squad after practice January squad, but she didn't play until a friendly in April. So so that was after the She Believes Cup. So
Okay.
so unfortunately we didn't see her on the trip, but I know Jane was there, Jasmine Ryan was there for that one. But that's that's that helps us to segue in because the first game for the U.S. women's national team will be on this Sunday, March 1st. So, you know, logistically, Avery will be out for the Dallas Trinity game, the
The
Texas Showdown.
I-45 showdown.
45, even though if we're gonna base the competition on promotion, I think Dallas has destroyed the Houston Dash 5-0 on promotion if we're going by that scoreline because Dallas is just pumping promotion for this game. And the graphics they're
Mhm.
making are chef's kiss. Just
Well,
chef's kiss.
there's a lot of things that the Dash are cooking up, and I think on a
I
marketing
know. But
perspective,
for this, I think for this preseason, for this rivalry, I feel like Dallas is taking it like 50 times more than the Houston Dash is. And
the
they
Houston Dash just put a story out, and Dallas is just like, oh, the greatest matchup of all time, and I'm like, we really see who's the.
I feel like they did the same thing when Barcelona came out and they got whooped and they whooped them like what 7-0. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a huge number. I remember it was like a huge number, but uh, but it was pretty much see how it goes from there. I think this is not the first time the Houston Dash faces the a team from the USL Super League. Remember last year, the Dash faced Carolina Asset during their summer break, and of course, the Dash comfortably beat them. I can never remember the scoreline. It was like something ridiculous. I think it was like 3-0. I'm not like something like that. I think,
I think,
but
yeah.
why I say ridiculously? Because during that time, remember that the Dash could not score goals, could not get anything. No, it's actually 2-0. Yeah, it was 2-0, but it felt like more than that because I think the 2-0 felt like it was 5-0 because the Dash could not score goals for the life of them at that point in the season. So it felt a lot. But even though that game, it was a different part of the season. Let me tell you why. The Dash were in mid-season on break, and the Carolina Saints were already 2 months on off season going to preseason for the new season. So, but now the roles are reversed. A Dash are barely in preseason mode. This is their second to last preseason match. I know they got announced as well that the Dash will face the University of Texas again for the final preseason match on March 7th. So
New coach for University of
yeah,
Texas. She's
yeah,
extremely successful. I think she came from UCLA, and I think that program is really heading in a lot of positive directions. And so I think
yeah,
University of Texas again, but
yeah,
I think this is gonna be a fun game. I wish it was streamed, but I think it'll be a good competition for the Dash.
yeah. I think this game, particularly with the Dallas Trinity game, you think it would be a more competitive game since technically Dallas Trinity is in their mid-season form and
Yeah.
Dash is in their preseason form, or you think the Dash, even though they're in preseason form, the quality and players and the level of the NWSL will overcome them in this
I think
fixture?
I
It's
think
hard
it's
to
going to be
say.
a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of both. I think you can have games where it's like you can fight and fight and fight, be it just not work out. I think back to Manny. You remember watching this painful game, but when Fordham women's soccer played against Colorado, um, I mean they put up a fight but still lost 7-1, and so I
Yeah,
think you can very much see the same here when it comes to the Houston Dash versus Dallas Trinity because of at the end of the day, you can put up a fight, but quality is quality. And I think if the Dash bring it, then not really much you can do. I think the pressure really is on Dallas to get a result. I think that the Dash don't really consider this a rivalry. I don't think I don't really think there is pressure in this for them.
hmm,
Um, as much as I want it to be, I think it would be great to have an inner Texas showdown and stuff like that. But like I don't really see that happening. So
yeah,
I gotta give it to more of like, yeah, it's just the levels.
yeah.
It's just the levels.
I think so. I think if it was different, if we had a U.S. Women Open Cup,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, yeah, I think if we have that, I think I will take this game a little bit more seriously. But still,
Yeah.
still it will be just really interesting how the game will go and how it will go from there. But
Mhm.
uh, I think for sure we'll see more rookies, see the rookies play more. Uh, like we mentioned, Leah Kinnicky, since Avery's gone, most likely she will have more of a prominent role in this game
Mhm.
for sure. Uh, Maybe we'll see. Uh, Hopefully. the team be more energized to score more goals and feel confident going to the last preseason match. So it's
Yeah.
very interesting how things will go. I think at the moment I don't think it's gonna be streamed or live somewhere else unless I'm be mistaken. Unless more information, I think right now we will see have more information on Friday. Because right
Yeah.
now everyone's focused on the kit release tomorrow. So I know by Friday we'll have more information on if the game's gonna be streamed. I believe not. I can't remember,
I
but
don't think so. It said it was behind closed doors, so I know fans are 100% not going.
yeah,
But I think
but
that stretches to stream.
yeah, I know people are going. Uh, the season ticket members have do complimentary tickets to go and watch it. So I know for sure. So we'll see how that goes with that. But that's we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it's gonna be another dash, first dash win for the preseason, and hopefully it continues on. But don't forget tomorrow, get your wallets ready.
Get your
Get,
wallets ready. Make sure
the,
your credit cards do not get declined. Let's have ourselves a mighty fine schedule release.
my last
No,
question for
jersey release.
my last question for everyone before we close out. If you had the option to customize your jersey, which player would you get?
Ooh, that's a
That's
good final question.
That's a good final question before we close off the year. I know I'll give it to Diego before we close off.
You'll give it to me? My answer?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. You know.
Martinez, number 10.
No. No. Maggie Graham, come on. The Duke
I know.
Blue Devils.
I
Stand
know.
out as a rookie. Gotta
know.
go Maggie Graham. What are you picking? You have a Patterson USA jersey. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I do. Which is irrelevant because it's not the same number no more. So
This dude finds more excuses just to spend more money on jersey.
and then what was it? No, I think I would get I don't know, the unsung hero, Danny Calaprico.
Ooh, that's a good pick. That's a good
Because
pick right
I
there.
feel like of everything she's very underrated.
Oh,
It's just
100%.
as into publicity wise and everything. But she has, I think when she first came in, I think a lot of people were like her small stature. I like bossing in midfield, like especially as the sixth per se player, but she has a very solid for the dash. So I
Oh,
think
yeah.
recognition to be with her as well. So I will do that. But that's my opinion. That's what everyone's. But what's your opinion? What's your choice? So hopefully, in down the comments and everything, we'll see
Yeah.
what you will pick. But be sure to
Let
be
us know.
on.
Let us know.
But let us know, and thank you for all once again to stopping by another edition of Orange and Blueprints, the Bayou City Soccer Network. Please always look out for us at BayouCitySoccer.net or our social media under Bayou City Soccer for Instagram, Twitter, now X, YouTube, Threads, Blue Skies, and now on TikTok as well. Maddie has officially has stolen Dustin's.
Maddie's got the TikTok up?
Maddie finally stole
Oh
Dustin's
my gosh.
rights for the TikTok, but sadly, it's going to be only for Dynamo contact at the moment. So hopefully, she can post some dash up, but mostly Dynamo since she's mostly with fan interaction for the Dynamo games.
Oh, it is here.
So watch
Hey,
out.
hey, what about this? What about this? Huh? Oh, it's Dynamo only. What is this?
I don't know, man. I don't have TikTok, bro.
It's my homegirl Avery.
I
Look
don't,
at that.
I don't have TikTok.
National team.
Man, I'm not 18 again. Come on.
I'm not 18. What are you trying to say?
This man, you're close to 18. But and then thanks again to our sponsors, Ugly Guppy, We Got Soccer, and Elotes Bravos for all their support. But once again, thank you for all. We'll come back next week, see the result of the Dallas Trinity game, your rating on the jersey, to see what you liked about it, I don't think no one's gonna dislike the jersey. I think
No, I think it's gonna be a great jersey. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited.
And then our last preview game for University of Texas. We'll see you all again next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Peace.